Yes, masters. My name is Lavanya. Today we will discuss, just a few points about the meditation, introduction of meditation in the whatever masters, different masters explained it in different ways. So, few points. Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. This is from Patanjali Yoga Shastra. Patanjali says that yoga means stopping every activity of manas. Chitta is manas. So just not doing anything by manas is yoga. That's how we can get connected to the cosmos. That is what yoga or dhyana. That's what Patanjali says. And dhyanam nirvishayam manaha. The next one is dhyanam nirvishayam manaha. Again, nothing, being nothing, no vishya or nothing in the manas is called dhyanam. That is one more sukti. And Osho, Rajneesh Osho says, meditation is doing nothing. Again, so whatever whoever master says, there are different ways of meditations, but ultimately the meditation itself means thoughtless state. So, however, the posture will be, wherever we sit, whatever the technique may be, ultimately what we want is thoughtless state, doing nothing, even with our mind. And also, that is meditation. And without thoughts, we get laya, that means completely surrender to the universe. Without having any thought, that means we are not connected with our ego. That means I am Lavanya, so I have these jobs, I have these family members. If I am in a thoughtless state, all this doesn't come. So even I don't remember that I am Lavanya. So when we are in thoughtless state, we are completely surrender to the universe. And what is universe or what is surrenderance is, there is unconditional love in every being. And the cosmic energy or electromagnetic energy is nothing but, in a simple language, it is called unconditional love. Through this unconditional love, we get healed. We have the healing power. The unconditional love has the healing power, physical, mental, social, and spiritual. In all levels, it heals. So, if we think or if we observe any illness in ourselves, in mental state or financial state or whatever state, we feel there is a discomfort or a disease or any issue, that means we are not completely unconditionally showing our love. That love is nowhere, it is within us. Unconditional love is within us. The society from our childhood, it has stopped us being unconditional to everyone. If we take an example of a child, if a toddler doesn't know that these are my own family members or this is my body or these are others, but they unconditionally behave in every situation. But elders tell us that, oh, don't do that, stop doing this, you should not do this in front of others. You can behave at our home with ease, but not when we go out. So the society or elders have stopped us being unconditional. So that's how we became very conditional people when we are become adult, and that's how we acquired some diseases and mental illnesses, whatever. So it's time for us. This is our spiritual journey. Meditation, wisdom, this is all spiritual. So this is the time for us to understand what is the nature of true being. So, our true nature is being unconditionally loving. There is no condition. If you are a male, if you are mine, if you are from my creed, if you are from my nation, there is no condition. We love everyone, we love every time, right? So, to bring those, to bring that unconditional love that is within us, to bring it out, meditation helps. So we know the how to do meditation. We sit comfortably, and without, even we can sit, or if we body doesn't help support us, we can even sleep in a laying position also. We can meditate. We have to close our eyes and just witness our breath, and whatever thoughts come, we have to cut them and bring our attention back to our breath. Our ultimate goal is thoughtless state. And how many minutes we need to do is however our, whatever our age is, that many minutes we meditate each day at least. Okay, when we do such meditation, our intuition, our inner voice start activating. It tells us like how long you need to meditate. You can stop now. You can now, you are feeling tired, sit in meditation again. It talks. And in our childhood, our intuition was the main thing. That's how we used to behave. The intuition is the guidance for us. But later on in our adulthood, we stopped listening to our intuition, and that's how it stopped guiding us too. Now through meditation, we are again uh, taking the help of intuition. As I said earlier, if we have any issue in any state, that means we are not loving unconditionally. We still need to love completely. Okay, so for to bring that unconditional love from us, we have few practices. Okay, let's talk about those practices, and right now let's practice, and our intention is to practice these, put these into practice every day. So by end of 21 days, we will be a completely different person. We will have unconditional to everything and no fears, and we will be a changed person. Okay, so the practice number 1, let's take deep breath. Let's fill our lungs with full deep relaxing breath, then slowly release. While we are releasing that breath, just imagine or feel that all sorts of fears in us are leaving us. Through that exhalation, all sorts of fears are going away, coming out of us. Let's do this. Take a deep breath, inhale, and while exhaling, imagine all the fears are going away. One more time. Inhale, and while exhaling, release the fears in us. Let's be fearless state. And this is the practice number 1. Every day we have to do it for 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. However, how many cycles doesn't matter. 5 to 10 minutes. If we have more time, we can repeat it again several times in a day. So we can do this with our closed eyes, or eyes closed, or even with eyes open. closing the eyes, the better, because we can focus more on what's going on in us. Okay, so releasing the fears is the first step. It's always when we need to grow spiritually, we need to come out of our fears. Everybody has different types of fears, like whether I succeed or not, whether I can meet this person, whether I can get the tickets, maybe I cannot speak what I want to talk, what I want to express. So many, right? Maybe I get sick. So we need to release all those six. Those are just fears. They are not true, right? They are fears. Just release them. That's our first practice. Practice number two. This is about a practice for transforming ourselves, loving ourselves, accepting ourselves. Okay, let's put our right hand on our chest area. Right hand on our chest area. Whenever we place our hand on our chest area, it's like we are talking to us. We can't lie ourselves. That's why I'll just say, like, place your hand on your chest and say this, right? So we will be very truthful to us. What we will say, that I love myself as I am. Close our eyes, place our hands on our chest and say, I love myself as I am. Even though you think thoughts may be coming in your mind that saying, like, no, you are not a good person, you have done several sins in the past. Let's accept those negativities also. Just say, I love myself as I am. However I am, I love myself. Whatever I am, I love myself. Our mind may not accept. Let's accept that too. Not acceptance is also is us. So I love myself as I am. So there is a mental inertia. Our mind resists to change. Our mind resists to do something new. Our mind resists to change ourselves. So accept that also. Accept that quality also. Not acceptance. No, not ready to change. So let's accept that too. Okay. So I love myself as I am. And this practice number two, we need to do for at least 10 to, we can go up to 500 times, because we are trying to bring some change in ourselves, right? So we can continue until we feel better about it, until we feel no resistance from inside. So there is an example here. In Mahabharata, Krishna says to Duryodhana, says, Duryodhana, do you know that whatever you are doing, that is adharma? I know that you know everything, that is whatever you're doing is adharma. And Duryodhana replies, yes, I know whatever I'm doing is adharma, but I still do it. I still continue to do it. So that's what, even though our body, our mind says that whatever we are doing is wrong, we are not ready to change ourselves. People who smoke, who drink, who who have bad habits, they know that they're going to spoil their health, but they still don't want to continue, because our mind is not ready to change itself. So it's a we have to do it with determination and commitment. I am going to change. I'm going to change my life. I'm not be the no longer will be the same person anymore. So we can do this. We can say this affirmation for 10 to up to 500 times also. Okay. I love myself as I am. Let's close our eyes and with complete determination, complete surrenderance do this. Okay, and the last one for today is practice number 3. um, affirmations are nothing but say repeating something again and again, so we'll become that. Like we can call it as mantras, right? So we repeat them, right? So we become that until we become that. um, so when we say that I am loving myself, I love myself as I am, we can say that loud or we can write it down how many times we want, in the morning, afternoon, in the night, evening, whenever we find time. And when we write it down or when we say that, uh, or better writing, that we're saying is practice number 2 and writing is practice number 3. When we write, while writing, let's think that the love, the unconditional love we have talked about, the cosmic energy is filling our heart. Okay, so while writing, we fill our heart with the cosmic energy because we are loving ourselves, right? So let me um, conclude this with again what is practice number 1 and 3, 1 to 3. So practice number 1 is we sit quietly and with closed eyes we will do for 5 to 10 minutes about um, taking long relaxing breaths and exhaling, and while exhaling we send all the fears in us. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes per day. We can close our eyes or open our eyes. That is practice number 1. And number 2 is we repeat uh, this affirmation, I love myself as I am, by placing our right hand on our chest. Okay, that is 5 to 10 to 500 times. And number practice 3 is we write the affirmation that I love myself as I am, and while writing we feel the love, unconditional love in our hearts. Okay, these are the 3 practices we will be doing every single day. Okay, today is Friday and we will do this, and tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday. So the affirmations, what you write, please post it in your respective WhatsApp groups. Okay, you all are connected in the groups. Please post your affirmations, like maybe 10 times, maybe 30 times, however time you have. Please write them and post them, including me. I will do this. Okay. Yes, masters, do you have any questions or any concerns? Please let me know. Unmute yourself.
Hi, Master. This is Kumar.
Hello, sir.
Uh, Regarding unconditional love, I have one question, madam.
Yes, please.
Uh, I mean, especially I have a kid of 4 years, daughter I have, and I love her very much, like everyone does, as a father.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, I mean, like you mentioned, when we go outside or when we go and have some gatherings with other families, right? So I see she's not only she, every child does that, but some has some control saying that don't do, then they'll be silent. But even though I say or my wife says, sometimes she doesn't, and then I mean, she don't know how to behave, or she will be just enjoying herself by doing all the things. So do you say here that we need to leave her like that because she is doing by her own, she doesn't know how to behave, or she is doing with her unconditional love, so we need to leave or we need to try to control her? Because when you said, right, we were controlled and now we are not in unconditional, we are in condition. So so how do we need to make our kid behave with unconditional love so that she will not be having any condition? That is one thing I wanted to know.
Yes, that's a very wonderful question, and thank you so much for um, your intention to change.
Yeah.
So, as you said, like you use the word control, right? So
Yeah.
kids, they are divine. We say like kids are beings of God, right? They have
Yeah.
divine qualities. They don't even know, they don't have ego. And
Yes.
they only know is I have hunger and and there is the food in front of me. They don't know
Yes.
if it is mine or someone else. Should I eat now or no? They don't know anything, and
Yeah.
that's how it should be. Even even if Krishna, Lord Krishna takes birth now, will he behave like? Will he will not be controlled by the social norms, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
The social norms are like India has its own social norms, and America and Africa, they have different things. Those are all
Mm.
put by the society, not by the human nature. The qualities, the original quality of the human is not that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what trying to say is, you can talk to your child saying that as long as you do not hurt yourself or hurt others, whatever you do is correct,
Okay. Okay.
right? That's really, I mean, do you agree with me?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes the reason I ask this question is, might be I'm having the answer, but I wanted to know in your sense, like unconditional love, especially when you said that, right? I mean, I was literally searching myself. Exactly, we know this, right? Unconditional love, but why we are not able to be with it, or so especially with the kids, right? They say, we say like. కల్మషం లేని వాళ్ళు, they don't know anything. They
Yes.
don't know ego. I mean, like you said, they don't have anything, so they behave like that. So when, especially when we go somewhere, right, she tries to grab something from others, and even we have, she doesn't like that what we have, so we need to exchange that with the other kid and then give that whatever the other kid has to her. I mean, like sometimes she behave like that, sometimes she's okay, sometimes she shouts. I mean, these are normal things, but only thing I wanted to know is, like, do we need to really control her starting from now and make her again condition based, or we just need to leave her and let her I mean, let her be herself, and then but also she need to know what is right and what is wrong also,
Yes.
because she cannot do all the things.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
I do counseling, and so
Hmm.
what I understood in my experience, even in my with my children also, and
Yeah.
after coming into meditation and knowing all these things, I have changed as a mother. So
Hmm.
I'm asking them, my children, my kids are very, they're grown up. I talk to them and ask their experience and ask them when I say something, what do they think? Kids.
Hmm.
Okay. So, so whenever we say that you
I mean,
cannot
how they are
be,
behaving, you're telling. How their reaction when you say something to your
yes,
children.
yes. They say
Yeah.
like you need to understand. Maybe you think that this is right for you, but you need to understand that we have our own mind. We have our own likes and dislikes. You need
Hmm.
to respect that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so, coming to this, so whenever we say that you cannot do this, you should not do this, when we think that we are just talking about that particular situation, but kids, the younger minds, they think that, oh, okay, I'm doing wrong. What my process is wrong, my thinking is wrong, I am wrong. So
Hmm.
slowly we are giving that um,
Stopping her not to think
stopping them,
much
like
and
whatever
stuff.
they
Yeah.
do is wrong.
Yeah.
So
So they'll
how
think
can
that
we
they need
say
a
that?
command.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can say that, like
Hmm.
you want to take that sweet or something from other child's hand because
Yeah.
they like it, so they want it. So as you respect your wishes, you have to respect others too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with respect, we can talk to them. We can like we should never use the word like you do not
Yeah.
do this,
Okay.
stop doing this.
Do not. I mean, but
Yes,
not use any negative terms while
yes,
dealing with
yes.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah, little hard, but parenting is the toughest part, I would say.
Uh, No,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like we can practice, we can start
practice it. Yeah, yeah.
today.
Especially mother does that. But even as a father, right? I mean, generally fathers never shouts or anything. So
Yeah.
that is another thing that I get from my wife, that you always be very close to her. That is the problematic.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, little bit cranky she is because of me. She says, I say what I can do. I cannot shout or do anything because she's girl child. I want a little bit pampering is there. So that's obvious. She's only 4 years or
Mhm.
4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
tomorrow morning we will discuss about the sleep talk also. I will.
yeah.
It's a new concept. I will introduce that tomorrow in the class.
Yeah, sure. One more question, madam, might be if this can help others regarding the leaving fears, right, or leaving the egos, especially ego-wise. I wanted to bring one point. When we talk someone or when we had some discussion, something went wrong within our relatives or friends. Okay, in the recently, like 1 week or 10 days back or something, and that situation is coming to you again and again. Suppose say, okay, even though you meditate, even though you are in calm state, so I mean, I'm not worried about whether they are forgiving me or not. I know they did the mistake, but if I go and check in their from their side, right, if I am from their side and then check, they might be right, but that is wrong whatever I feel. So because I feel that they did the mistake or whatever. So how do we really overcome from this situation when we say unconditional love? So do we need to accept that whatever the mistake they have done, is it right, and go leave it off and then go, or do not trouble ourselves, I mean own self, and then move ahead? Or how do we take that situation? Because that situation can be anything. I mean not only a quarrel or a fight, but it can be losing something, or you're not happy with something, you're in a discomfortable position, suppose say. So how do we really handle that kind of situation and move ahead, and again come back to the normal state of unconditional love or whatever?
So I quickly answer because I'm sorry I got to go now.
Okay, okay.
So we need to uh, um, solve the problem, not the person. Like we need to discuss about that or think about the situation, how this needs to be corrected, not the person. Let's
Hmm.
accept the person as they are and just situational base. We need to correct the situation only. We need to
Okay,
like if they cannot do, we will do, because
okay.
universe is all you works as a unit. So whether they do or we do, we
Hmm.
both are same.
Yep.
uh, like for example, I have an itch on my leg. If my right hand doesn't take care of it, my left hand will do,
Hmm.
right? So because it's my body works as a unit,
Okay, okay.
so there is no um, to be unconditional. There is no way like okay, this is your job, this is me, this is why you, there is no other person. It's always one, once. That is called oneness. That is called advaitam.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, madam. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. We'll see you tomorrow, and please practice these three. And this recording will be sent in the groups.
Yeah, sure, madam. Thank you so much for your time and valuable points.